Hello there, Pumpkin. Today we're going to go through some quick crypto updates, and we're also going to look at Layer 1 chains. I'm going to share with you and compare with you Cardano, Solana. I'm going to show you PulseChain. I'm going to show you other coins that I bought in the past cycle and why they aren't, they're not cheap. People are telling me, oh, why don't you go talk about something else? No, how about you go give me the answers why these other chains are cheap? Because I can't find any. They are either fairly priced or expensive, and you can suck a fat one. So where's your hard work and research, okay? I'm here and I'm committed to holding. Let's go through right now. Bitcoin is still in the mental illness zone. We aren't going anywhere. Around 28K, 29K, 30K. Everyone, and this is funny, everyone has this crash down and then they have a bounce up. So I guess we'll see what happens. Are all the geniuses who haven't retired yet, are they going to be right this time? We'll see. And there's no real cause for concern because we are still above my golden ropes. This is the weekly time frame. And yes, all our pain and misery. We're still waiting and waiting, waiting. This is expected, friends. We are in this little box that was repeated in the Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle. So we might see this grinding and grinding. Look, people already know, friends. Yes, Bitcoin's not moving that much, but everyone's ready for the altcoins, man. Everyone knows. We might just see 2024 as a full-on altcoin degenerate cycle, and people just realize, you know, Bitcoin's got too much of a big unit bias, and we'll take it from there. And if you go and click on my profile, in my profile, there's a little target symbol here. You click on it, you can see my trading record, okay? Anything that went below 4x, I did not bother recording in the last cycle. These are all the ones I could actually confirm for a sell. So obviously, I'm very proud of them. I went through a lot. But these were purchased in the Bitcoin halving year. These were purchased in 2020. Have you noticed? We are not in the Bitcoin halving year. We are in 2023. Do you understand? I hope you understand this, friends. So I was buying these in the Bitcoin halving year, okay? In the Bitcoin halving year, there is more of an idea of what the next narrative, or you can kind of feel the market players coming in. With that, we don't have that today, okay? We do not have that today. We have everybody coping. All of us are waiting for, you know, can we go up, please? Can something happen? That's what we're waiting for. We're not seeing droves of people come in. We are not. When we hit December this year, January of 2024, then I'll start to think about, okay, what narratives are obviously the clear most apparent? All right, I've already made videos on RWA, real world assets. I really like this as a potential right now. But unfortunately, real world assets, they don't allow an open canvas of coin creation. They don't allow a crypto casino to flourish. They're just like a sector, because real world assets basically just let people, institutions, if they want to come and buy treasuries, they can come put $100 million and get USDC for it, and then purchase it on the website for an RWA coin website. But that has nothing to do with creating a poop coin casino. You can buy the poop coin of RWA itself. Hopefully, maybe they have tokenomics around them, but you don't actually access the casino. In DeFi season, we had literally Chainlink powering DeFi, and you had Uniswap, the DEX. What a great combination of blue chips, right? Uniswap allowed everybody to make any poop coin they want. It was great at the start, and now you can see it's obviously trash because 99.9% are just grifts. There's evil scum, subhuman filth who are just out there to just literally scam people all the time. They're just making 5 meme coins per day. We're waiting for that. It's not here yet. But I'm not going to cave in, are you? Because I don't have any FOMO. Other people have FOMO because they're desperate to make it. Because people are watching AI narrative, Peppy, people watching these hamster racing coins. They're thinking that they're doing something wrong. They're not. What you're doing wrong is you aren't like, subscribe, and bell button on my page. That's what you're doing wrong. Because everybody who thinks they have FOMO, okay, when they're looking at this absolute trash, they're following other influencers who tell them, oh, you got to chase the narrative. You got to chase the narrative. Let me tell you something. Not one single great investor out there has ever said, go and find the narrative. Okay, they go and say, find an undervalued business and buy and hold it forever. Just like I'm telling you in crypto. Find undervalued crypto and try to buy or hold it forever. Okay, now I'm not saying don't actually hold it forever, because there will be a euphoria point at somewhere. Okay, it's not go and find the next narrative. What's the hot narrative? That's a retailer trap. Retailers, people get crushed. They are always looking for the next narrative. And I have this tweet here to share with you, friends. I'm going to show you the charts of these later on. Okay, PulseChain's either undervalued by 7x or every other layer 1 chain has to drop 85%. All right. Pulse, the ecosystem, it's 1.5 billion market cap, but it does more 24-hour volume than Cardano and Solana. Isn't that cool? Isn't that very cool? Isn't that interesting? All right. Many other chains also have fake exchange arbitrage volume too. Right, like perps and stuff. So what I mean by that, well, if there are people trading, let's say some degen is just gambling $1 million, he's left a bid somewhere. When he gets filled, the market maker will fill him, and then it will go hit across to another exchange and will arbitrage out. But it will record $1 million as being gone through. I'm like, oh wow, look at this guy. Like, did he do $1 million of activity? This degen just like, he's just gambling. He placed the bid there, and then the market maker came and hit him out, and then arbitraged for $50 elsewhere. You get the point, right? So we're not going to judge this type of activity, but just to give you an idea, you can easily fake these numbers out by giving more money to the arbitrage market makers. And I'm pretty sure other layer ones do it. We just can't confirm it. Okay, so here I have this data. I actually collected this data. I made this picture here for you. Thank you very much. Share with your friends and family. Like, subscribe, bell button, all, making everyone stronger and smarter, wiser and kinder. Put this information here together here for you. Cardano, 10.6 billion. Solana, 9.4. PulseChain, 1.46. Literally tiny, absolutely tiny. Daily volume, look at this, 8.7 million, 13.6, 18.6 million for PulseChain. Like, it's not even, you can't even debate it. Like, it's clearly something's going on here. Either the layer 1 chains literally got to drop 85%, all of them, or PulseChain's undervalued by 67x. 6 to 7x. Now, this is based off today's volume. That doesn't mean it's only going to go a 7x and stop. It means it's undervalued today. Like, it's an arbitrage equivalent. It's like, why is the market doing this versus that, right? Now, it's not really an arbitrage. It's because PulseChain has less users, okay? But it's at the end of the day, you're wondering like, okay, if we have less users and they're doing more activity, then clearly what's going to happen when we get the more users? You got to think about that upside. But a lot of people they're whinging and they're crying. They want to sell half on a double. They don't know what they're doing. They've never held anything for long. Like, I'm not even thinking about, I'll think about what an exit is in December 2024. That's when we'll think about. We don't even know what the sell button is yet. Just stay in there. And if you go to Dex Screener, friends, you can see on the bottom left-hand side all the ranking of the chains here, okay? And we'll start with Ethereum, okay? This is Ethereum. Now, what's wrong with Ethereum? There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that what's the upside on ETH BTC maybe in the next cycle? Look at this. Maybe it goes towards the top. That's a 2x. You're going to get 2x on your Bitcoin for Ethereum. Now, it's fantastic if you're clipping in. I reckon if you're clipping in 2,000 ETH minimum. If you have a clip size of less than 2,000 ETH, I don't know why you're wasting your time. I don't know why you are going to subject yourself to diminishing gains, tiny little, wincy little Sultana ball gains in this game here when we have literally a potential Trojan horse scam coming. And I understand this is the ETH USD chart. Sure, okay, going up to, if we go 8,000, yeah, a 4x is great if we get there, right? A 3 to 4x is fantastic. Yeah, if your clip size is, I guess, if your clip size, if you're doing minimum 500K and you want to book in that 2 million, it is what it is. And you're happy to exit at 8K and you're not going to think about 10K, which is very, very unlikely, by the way. Most people aren't. They're going to hold for that 10K. It is what it is, okay? But how much higher can Ethereum climb in the rank? It can only beat Bitcoin and that's it. Now, this is BNB. BNB, I bought it in the last cycle. I bought it somewhere here. It was fantastic, right? It went like 20x. But this is not the real chart, friends. BNB, yeah, it's got a God chart here because Binance are rotating profits in. The real chart you want to look at is BNB ETH. Let's look at its upside. This is BNB ETH chart, okay? So look how high it only went in the last cycle, okay? I think I sold up here for like a 4x versus Ethereum, okay? Not that big. Like, it's good. It was great. It's a unicorn. But you think, for a unicorn, man, like, hello, you should have done more than that. This was where Binance was obviously buying BNB during the bear market, and they stopped doing it as the bull market came, and we plopped down. But look, if you were to buy BNB here and everything goes okay, look what your exit is. You make like a 90% on your ETH. Maybe you can go up here for a 2x on your ETH. Like, come on, man. You may as well just put on a leverage trade. If you're here to make just a freaking 2x on Ethereum, what are you wasting your time for? We can do so much better. And what I've done here for you is Arbitrum. So this is ARB ETH. I manually constructed the ARB ETH ratio. It's ARB USD on ETH USD. And you can see right here. So Arbitrum could actually do well, okay? But is there an issue with Arbitrum? Yeah, there is. You know what the issue is? Everybody thinks it's awesome. That's what the issue with Arbitrum is. Everyone knows about it. Everyone's using it. It has all the Ethereum main city volume. No one thinks it's trash. No one thinks it's undervalued. So no one thinks it's like, or everybody thinks it's undervalued, but everybody thinks it's amazing. So there's already your first warning sign. How high can this go? Arbitrum have to do their token unlocks. Look at this. Fully diluted is already 11 billion. And they are going to be unlocking this in the foreseeable future. Starts like next year. So yeah, right now it's 1.5 billion, but that's because people know. People know that, you know, that the tokens are going to get unlocked. See, the circulating supply, not much has been out. It's 12%. There's still more to come. We know what it's going to be doing as soon as they unlock. They're going to be dumping, etc., etc. So Arbitrum has the users, has the volume. Yeah, you could get into it, and that'll be great. You get to accelerate versus Ethereum. It's like Arbitrum would be almost like a leveraged bet on Ethereum. Not almost, it actually is a leveraged bet on Ethereum. It is your option, okay? It's better off maybe just to punt on this, because if Ethereum grows big, its gas fees are high, and people are just going to come and start using Arbitrum more. That's the risk you take. But look, where would you exit this? I mean, what, a 2 or 3x? Everyone knows Arbitrum's great. There's no discrepancy here. Where are people calling you stupid? Where are people saying Arbitrum is like absolutely garbage? You're a fool. If people aren't saying that, and then you have, where's the undervalued part? All right. Yes, Arbitrum is a gem, but they're not pricing it like a penny. They're pricing it as a gem. Okay. Where is the super cheap part? There isn't. This is Avalanche, aka Snow Theme. Okay. Avalanche ETH chart. I bought Avalanche at some point, but I never made a prophecy on it because I think I only got something like 80%. I was like, get the hell out of here. I just rotated it out. 80%, right? Okay. Now, Avalanche was doing this oscillating chart pattern. But look at this. Even if you got Avalanche here and you got it out to the top, this is still good. You get a 4x. It is good. Except one thing. Avalanche was shilled by the biggest grifters in 2021. It already had main character association. It already became a main narrative. All right. So can it happen again? Of course it can. I just don't like the chances in crypto. These things never happen again, by the way. We've never ever seen a repeat of anything. We saw a repeat of meme season, but it was different memes. Do you see? When we had the next meme season, the first one was SHIB and Doge going up. Then our next one was Peppy. Doge and SHIB didn't even move. Do you see? See what's going on, friends? People are wanting something new every time. So there is value in Avalanche if you think they're going to turn things around. Do I think they're going to turn things around? I don't think they are. I think it's already been done for. And to put it simply, I think all the noobs who bought Avalanche at the top here, I think they're more likely to come to PulseChain next time instead of Avalanche. That's what I think. Just because they want something new. Okay. The people who came in here, they bought into all the crypto Twitter, all the grifters, all the scammers, having the crappy little red triangle saying, Avalanche is the future. Oh, CNET. Oh, please save me, CNET. Like, who the hell cares, okay? It's all one big giant grift. They're all alternative EVMs. They're trying to suck off Ethereum's teat. Ethereum is basically breastfeeding all of these things, okay? You just got to pick the best one. Who is the crowd going to go to? You got to make a decision here. Does everybody think Avalanche is crap? Yes, but they thought it was amazing back in 2021 and they priced it as amazing already. Okay, so how high can this go? Look, I wouldn't bet more than 4x on your Ethereum. If you know more information about Avalanche than us, please go for it. But there's 20 other alt layer 1 chains. And for me, I just don't want to throw my bets in for the next cycle based on the crowd returning back to snowy poop. Now, this chart is MATIC. MATIC I did own, and it was one of my prophecies, and I hit it out of the park. MATIC, you can find MATIC on my chart here. You see here, MATIC. I made a 30x USD, 10x on the Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm very proud of it. MATIC as well. MATIC, I was buying it when no one knew it was anything. It was just 13 Indian dudes. And actually, funny enough, it is just still 13 Indian dudes, but they pretend like it's some sort of decentralized haven. I'm not joking, friends. It's literally 13 Indian dudes, okay? They own 80% of the coins. So when it comes to this, we're looking down here. Yes, MATIC went huge. You see this? MATIC went phenomenal. Except, where is it now? It is oscillating in this range. There are probably Ethereum maxis defending it, thinking it's cheap. Now, here's the thing. MATIC is not cheap. If you got into MATIC, where you got to get out? Wow. Congratulations, a 2.2x on your Ethereum. Would you risk your Ethereum for a 2x? Really? For a 2x on your Ethereum? You may as well do leverage at that point. Just do a leverage trade. You may as well put in less. Okay, you may as well put in less. Put your stop down here and try to get 4 to 1 on it. Like if you're playing in that field of low paper hand returns. Okay? Manos de papel. We are not paper hands here, friends. So how high can MATIC go? It's funny. I already made a video here. I was a wheel down here and I said maybe it just does something like this. And it's just funny how it did something like that. But if you're in MATIC, where are you going to get out? Okay? Up here, you're nervous. This is a 3x versus Ethereum. Up here and here, a 3x. A 3x is starting to get expensive. Very expensive. And that's assuming MATIC does the token moving part, gray, and people actually want to use it. There's nothing special about this. It has users now, but it's competing with everything else just the same way. So, you know, this would be a different story if MATIC, see, it's only down 57% from the top. If MATIC was down 93%, 90%, I'm like, all right, now we got some juice. Now we've got a discount because then you could buy MATIC here, get out here, get a 6 or 7x. Wouldn't that be great? But they're not selling MATIC at a discount here. They're only selling at 57%. You're only going to get like a 2x back to the high. That's not the world I want to play in. You can play in that world, but I'm here actually looking for discounts. I'm not just going to buy into a coin of 13 Indian dudes when everyone from a third world country is just farming this trash, pretending like it's decentralized when it's not. ZkSync is being farmed right now. There is no coin for it. Everyone says it's going to be huge and it's got funding, but friends, it's going to be the same garbage as everything else. Okay, come and fork Aave, come and fork GMX, come and fork Uniswap. That's all they're doing. Just they copy paste everything. They try to make it faster. It is what it is, okay? Now we can go on to Optimism. So here I have constructed the OP ETH chart for you. It's Optimism, all right? Optimism is just Arbitrum with no friends, all right? You know the school kids in the playground? Optimism is in the corner. It's a smelly fat kid. No one wants to play with him. That's what Optimism is. They're public good funded, etc., etc. But everybody just went with Arbitrum. And, you know, it was funny. The Optimism people, back when I actually used to care about these people, the Optimism people reached out to the community asking, like, what is there a mismatch between what we see, what's going on with the community? Why don't you guys like us? Basically, they said that. And I replied saying, listen here, grifters. I said, you guys gave special treatment to Uniswap. You're not decentralized at all. You have all these insider screw around stuff. We all know what's going on. By the way, I said this literally a year and a half ago, like a long time ago, friends, a long time ago. I said this to them. Maybe it was in 2021. I was talking about them and they're wondering like, why doesn't anybody like us? What's going on? And I explained it to them. No one read the comment. They just went and they just liked all the other trash ETH maxis like, oh, don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. Well, look at this. Optimism had a head start on Arbitrum. I bet they wish they listened to me now. Look at yous. These guys are just going to keep unlocking the tokens. You're not getting anywhere. They're just doing public good funding. They're basically, it's the public good dream of the ETH maxis. These guys get funded by the ETH maxis and they say, hey, come make faster stuff. Yeah. Let's all join hands. Well, here's the thing. Let's join hands for the people who were able to get the VC insider allocations. And it's funny, funny friends, look at this beautiful information I here to bring you, right? Because I say a lot of things, if only I could back it up with facts. But we are backing them up with facts. Optimism is an insider VC chain. Look at this, the funding rounds. Look at these guys. Nascent, Winter Mute, more like Winter Fart. This is Andreessen, Horror Dump as well. Paradigm, there is no paradigm here, okay? All these guys, inside of VC, they're gonna find the way to grift and dump. How are these supposed to be? Public good chains, yay, we're for the world. How are they meant to be all these things when they get funding from these VC insiders, these people who are the powerful guys? We're just replacing the government systems, friends. It's funny how just everything's working the exact same as we do in the real world, okay? These are not public good stuff. They're here to tell you that they are, but they are not. Look at this. I have this information. There's literally evidence here right in front of your face, okay? So it is no better or no worse than everything else. It's all the same poop. I'm not saying it's garbage any more than anything else, okay? We all know we're a casino or garbage, but if you were to buy Optimism and they turn things around, congratulations, you make it 2.4x. If they kill it, hopefully, like, because they're so undervalued and no one thinks they're ever going to produce anything, maybe this thing actually surprises us and goes 4, 5, 6x. I don't want to take that bet. You know why? Because everyone knows about them and trusts them and whatever, okay? The best money you'll make in Optimism is when Arbitrum people want to move over. But you got to ask, why are they going to move over? Everything's just copy-pasted anyway. That's right. So Optimism and Arbitrum are just Ethereum Maxi community users. That's all they are. They're just Ethereum Maxi community users, and it's the same network. It's not a new subset of network, which means these people are already smart. They have pens. They put them in their front pocket. They are not giving away Optimism for cheap. If they were giving Optimism for cheap, it would be a lot more down in the dumps. It'd be down 95%. I'd love to see it down here, and then we could get in, ride it back to the top, 7, 8, 9, 10x, get everyone will be wrong about it. But they're not selling it for cheap because they're too smart. Okay, you can't make money if the average participant is too smart. And now here I have Solana. This is the Sol ETH ratio for you because you're a kind baby doll and you got a straight posture. Sol ETH is on a discount. It's down 80%. Okay, yeah, if you got in here, maybe you got to sit with a screw around. It is what it is, right? Why I don't like it is it already took over here. You had like basically fake buying up here. So you already know if you were to buy it here, you're probably hoping for a best of 3x. Solana, maybe it returns to former glory. People are talking about it. We still have the FTX drama. It still takes time to weed these out, friends. When things go down like this, okay, they need like 12 months to go through it. Maybe we start 2025, maybe we have some burst up. You can buy it. It is a bit contrarian. It is, I'll be honest. It is contrarian to get it. Just to let you know, I made 108x on Solana already, okay? Buying it here, literally selling the exact top. There was some hackathon. Crypto was on crypto bands. I literally sold the exact top. You can go to my record here and find it here. Sold here, mega 108x, okay? So yes, very proud of it. Selling literally the exact top. I would love to get back into this, friends. No bias whatsoever. It's a great ecosystem. Except lots of damage. Lots of damage, but it is what it is. You want to be contrarian? This is what you get, okay? This is the crazy part. We can even find something else which is also contrarian. And before we do, okay, this is now Cardano, okay? Cardano used to be contrarian. Cardano in the last cycle, contrarian, I bought it. See, it only gave you like a 3x, friends, on your Ethereum. That was back then. That was Cardano doing its monster run. It gave you 3 to 3.5x on your ETH, and no one sold the top, by the way. You got to get out here. So you made 2.5x on your Ethereum. Now, Cardano going down here, it's in the third cycle, friends. This is the third. This is something we can't ignore this. It is in the third cycle. There will be a skull emoji to signify danger, danger, danger. Okay, third cycle curse. It's real. The first cycle of Cardano, it did a 400x against USD. 420x from its ICO. In the second cycle, it did like 150x. So now we're in the third cycle. Third cycles are always a curse. If you've been watching my videos, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. It is what it is. If you were to get Cardano down here, it's great, but you are buying blood here in Cardano. Like, you're really buying blood because everybody's long from up here. Everybody where they're long, they're only going to get like a 2x on your ETH. If you're here and you're right, you can get like a 4x, okay? But even after all of these, everyone knows about Cardano. It's already had 2 seasons. There is something which everybody calls a super mega scam. And that is, of course, PulseChain. And here we have the chart right here, PulseChain. This is PLS DAI. And this is PLS ETH. Okay, this is PLS ETH. PulseChain literally is hated, called a scam, uninnovative, nothing. Just literally spat on, not even listed on every exchange. If there was anything that's undervalued, like you go through all of these. If you want to be contrarian, friends, if you can't bear to think about buying into the ecosystem, who cares, man? All right, buy Solana. You have other alternatives. Just for me, if I know PulseChain is literally 7x undervalued today, okay, 7x against Ethereum undervalued today, I'm thinking, okay, how high is this thing going to go in the bull run? Maybe it can give like a beautiful 20x. I know 20x are like, what are you talking about? Okay, 20x versus Ethereum is freaking enormous. If Ethereum does a 4x from here, that means we go 80x, okay? So yeah, look this. So doing 20x is amazing versus ETH because everything else is only doing plus 50% to 3x. Do you see the difference now? If we are right, so I'm not saying I am right, you do have alternatives, but if we are right, look how much the market will reward you for being an absolute giga chad and getting the asymmetric punt right. That's if we're right. There's no guarantee we're right about this one. That's why spread your risk out. Not financial advice. Go do what you want. I don't really care. This is how I'm thinking about it. I don't care how long this takes. I'm willing to wait forever until the bull market plays out. And of course, people are in liquid staking diarrhea, We're making a 20x on our Ethereum if we're right. They're only going to make 5%. They're making literally 5%. They're making 0.05x. 0.05x. Wow, congratulations. Okay, their 10 ETH is going to get 10.05 ETH, whatever it is at the end of that, okay? Whereas if you get this right, 10 ETH can literally become 200 ETH. If you get this right. If we get this right. Doesn't mean we do get this right, so you're going to have to manage your risk. But this is, now you get to see, in crypto, there is no way to play except being contrarian. Because if you're buying with momentum, the volatility is so insane, you're buying the tops and you're about to get wrecked. You already know what's up, friends. Thank you. Like, subscribe, bell button. Tell mom and dad we're still going to make it. I went through all these changes for you. I appreciate every single one of you, friends. I'll catch you in the next one.